folks, it's Glendora, and it's a chat with Glendora. And how are you keeping up with the virus? I feel so sad, folks, for my friend who is a teacher, and I can tell that the teachers and the administration and the little children, I can tell that there's concern. It's an adventure. The outcome is unknown. Challenges are to be met. And the issues hang on uncertain events. And I can see in their little hearts that they are concerned about going back to school. And I just feel so badly about that, don't you? I'm going to go over again with you the fact that in New York State, a person is required to have the services of a funeral director. That is totally unconstitutional. They should be sued. Where should they be sued? In the Supreme Court of the United States. Why? Because it's a civil rights issue. And if in the United States, if an issue is a civil rights issue, it doesn't have to go to the district court, the United States District Court. It doesn't have to go to the U.S. Court of Appeals. It goes straight to the Supreme Court of the United States. This is not right. And it is an out-and-out ripoff. It's the worst ripoff, or it's just as bad a ripoff, as the New York State Department of Motor Vehicles. So I want to put that on the record again. It was unclear to me whether the mayor of our little village of Nassau, which is only 1 mile square, it's only 1 mile square, it has 1,100 people and about 600 taxpayers. But it was a little unclear to me whether the village of Nassau will allow you to bury your dead on your own property. I believe it was saying no. And I believe the reason is that the lots perhaps were too small. So I'll try, I've got friends all over, the network's all over, so I'll try some other municipalities, the ones that have great big acreage or something like that. What are the prices? The worst price came from our neighbor down the street, 14 houses, of $2,200, and that's for cremation. I don't know what interment would be. That would be another price. The next price below that was what, Benny?
1,300.
I see. Was there an 1,800 in there?
No, there was no 1,800.
Yeah, 1,300. And then what? What was next?
1,100.
1,100. And then did you read that in New York City it was
700 to 900.
700 to 900. This is for cremation.
Yes.
Now, I call my friend who is a coroner. In Rensselaer County, I'm in the state of New York, and Rensselaer County, Albany County, and Schenectady County are all juxtaposed. In Rensselaer County, they don't call a coroner a coroner. Do you know what they call him, Benny?
The legal death examiner.
Yes, say it louder, honey.
The legal death examiner.
That's what it amounts to. When the coroner comes to a death, they have to determine whether it's a legal death. So I asked her if it was true if we had to have a funeral director in attendance. And she said yes, and she gave me the names of 2 or 3 that they work closely with. Of course they work closely with them. But I'd rather give you the money. This is a ripoff. This is a scam. Benny?
Yes.
Can you tell the folks about how you wrapped all those programs for Kinderhook Public Access TV?
Yes, I could. So, I got some returned disc from the museum I only used one box, and that box was 21-2. And I did.
Column 21, row 2.
Yes, I didn't even finish the box. There was a lot of DVDs in there.
So he took the 4 programs that we made for October, November, right, Benny?
Yes.
And we put them out on the desk, and it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the first week of October, right?
And Friday.
Thank you.
No problem.
And then we did the second week with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
And then the third week, and then the fourth week, right?
Yes.
And this is all for October, right?
Yes.
And then what did you do about laying down 4 more?
I still picked from the box 21, column 21, row 2, and there's still plenty left.
So then we took the first week and the second week and we wrapped them, right?
Yes.
Ready to post
Yes.
on September 17th for October. And then tell them about the last 2 rows, the third and fourth week.
Are they not the same?
Well, the third and fourth week, Benny, we wrapped.
Yes.
Remember?
So it's separate from the first week?
Yeah. Weeks 1 and 2 we wrapped, and weeks 3 and 4 we wrapped. Then we went to the month of November, right?
Yes, we did.
And we did the same thing, didn't we?
Yes. I'm gonna close the door.
Oh, because of the noise?
Yes.
Oh, that's that motorcycle, right? Yeah, that's what's that is. Thank you for doing that, Benny.
No problem.
So that was a big thing. Now, you have to give Kinderhook credit. They were Berkshire, and they turned into Fairpoint, and then that went bankrupt, and they turned into something else, and now they're consolidated, called Consolidated TV. And give them credit, folks, for all these years, since the year 2004, they have played A Chat with Glendora 2 hours every night, Monday through Friday, including all holidays. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing what the public will stand? And that's Brian McComb now. He's about the only one left. In fact, he's the only one left that I know. So that was quite an experience, Benny.
Yes, it was.
And then Benny and I found out that, or Benny knew, he already knew it, I didn't know it. Tell him about an SD card, Benny. On the computer, right?
Okay, so, and you can put an SD card in a computer and or laptop, and then the files will be put onto the computer that way. And can
your
be
files in the computer.
and can be sent by Dropbox.
And I was sending an SD card to Albany, Bethlehem, and to QPTV, Queens Public Access TV. And you know, it took hours the way we did it.
Yes.
But now that Benny told me that, and Robert Jackson told me that, now we can just put an SD card in the Hewlett-Packard, copy the first upload we made for October, November, and then the second one, and the third one, and then the fourth one, and off they will go. Anything else happen, Benny? big thing was we completed the cycle for October, November 2020. You know how many shows that was, Benny? You did? 285. You did 285 half-hour shows.
Wow.
You and your colleagues.
Yes.
That would be Elio and Alyssa, right?
Yes.
And those will be posted in the United States Mail on the third Thursday of this month, so that'll be the 17th. No, the 17th. And the great message will go out. Can you tell folks what the great message is, dear?
After all is said and done, the only thing that matters is how did you treat others?
How did you treat others?
Yes.
That's why this is the best program in public access TV, because of the import of its message. After all is said and done, the only thing that really mattered is how did you treat others. Any other events? Any other events?
Off of the top of my head, no, I can't think of any.
What was that, honey?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
Okay, let's think hard. I think there were. Oh, tell them about the booster. The Wi-Fi
The
booster.
Wi-Fi booster, okay. So we were having problems with Spectrum. Straight Talk we already figured out, and we got a Wi-Fi booster
At Walmart.
from Walmart, yes, to try and help with the connection.
Now, Benny, while you were gone, Sandy connected it.
Yes, I see that.
Do you think she did it right, dear? Poor Sandy, she's learning a lot of technology because of virtual schooling.
Oh.
You think that she did it right, dear?
Yes, I think she did it right.
Hey, Google! Call Jackson. Please.
Calling Robert Jackson.
There you are. Now, what did you do to those phones when you came in? Up until the time you came in and Sandy left yesterday, I couldn't make these phones respond. What did you do to them?
I turned them on. They were powered off.
Were they powered off through the power strip?
No, they were turned off.
In the back button?
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess it's only reasonable, Google, that you should have the power on. I beg your pardon. Now, let's see. The Bible passage is Romans 14:12. For every one of us shall give an account of himself to God. For every one of us shall give an account of ourselves to God. I think there's a grammatical error in there. For every one of us shall give an account of himself to God. Guess we better take that seriously. And then the hymn is, abide with me, fast falls the evening tide, the darkness deepens, Lord with me abide, whenever helpers fail and comforts flee, help of the helpless, Lord, abide with me. An adventure is a bold undertaking in which hazards are to be met, and the issue hangs on unforeseen events. Did I get it right, Benny?
What was the word?
Remember, you corrected me?
What was the word?
Adventure is a bold undertaking in which hazards are to be met, And the issue hangs on unforeseen events?
Yes, that is correct.
Thanks.
No problem.
And an adventurous means somebody who takes on risky endeavors. But listen to this. Adventurer is a bad word. It means getting advantages and attainments by equivocal means. Equivocal, open to question. By playing upon the prejudices and credulity of others. Now that's what this thing about having a funeral director, that's exactly what it is. It's unequivocal, it's equivocal, and it's getting advantages by playing upon people's prejudices and credulity, particularly at a time when they're grieving. So that's exactly what this forcing us to have a funeral director is. Did you hear about the funeral director who signed all of his letters, eventually yours? The next word is adversary. An adversary is somebody who deliberately and willingly takes you on a challenge in order to defeat you. And then the last word is adverse or averse, and it means in a contrary direction. Well, I can think of, I'll start the jokes if you'll get out the file, Benny.
Okay.
It was the first day of classes, and the professor swaggered into the classroom and he said, if there's any dumbbells in this class, I want you to stand up immediately. Well, naturally, a long time went by. Finally, a lone freshman stood up in the back row, and the professor bellowed, "Are you a dumbbell?" And the little freshman said, "Well, no, sir, but I felt sorry for you standing up there all by yourself." Now, what can people learn from a duck, D-U-C-K, about long-distance air travel? No luggage. Okay, Benny.
Second Amendment.
Oh yes, I had this big pile of TV shows to mail out to the TV stations, and this man was kind enough to take me to the post office and help me. And it was in January, mid-January, and his sleeves were all rolled up. And I commented on it, and he said, "Well, I believe in the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms."
Money talks.
Yes, money talks, and a man said, "Benny," mine said goodbye.
Cross the street.
Pardon?
Across the street.
Across the street, honey?
Yes. Cross a street.
Oh, stream, honey.
Okay.
What, Benny, what do you get when you cross a stream with the brook? No. Benny, what do you get when you cross a stream and a brook?
Rapids?
You get wet feet.
Ah. Who clothes are...
Try spelling it on seafood. It's my writing, sorry.
Who does are...
Oh, a little boy was saying his prayers, and he says, "Our Father, who does art in heaven, Harold is his name."
Okay.
That's all you have?
No, there's more. Collect.
Are you putting the ones you've done in the back, Manny?
Yes.
That's good. So
Okay.
that the new person will be able to start up. What page you want him to start on, the new person?
Like the page numbers are going all over the place. Because I just took 3 and the next page is 6.
Well, then you'll just leave it on top?
Yes.
Shall you finish that page or you want to go?
I'll finish this page.
Okay.
Chinese debts?
Yes, Chinese debts.
Yes.
The Chinese have an invariable rule that they will pay all of their debts the day before New Year's. Now they can do that because they don't have Christmas the week before.
Pray, plead, prescribe, and pay.
What, dear?
Pray, plead, prescribe, and pay.
I almost got it. What?
Pray, plead, prescribe, and pay.
Spell it?
P-R-A-Y,
Yeah.
pray. P-L-E-A-D, plead. P-R-E-S-C-R-I-B-E, prescribe. Pay, P-A-Y.
Oh, gee, I hate to give it up, but I can't get it.
Okay. Chinese tourist.
What, dear?
Chinese tourist. T-O-U-R-I-S-T, tourist.
The Chinese traveler wrote home, the Chinese tourist wrote home that the American University is a vast athletic institution whereby some studies are maintained for the benefit of the feeble-bodied.
That's it?
That's it? You're going to put that in the back?
No, I was asking if that was the end of the joke.
Oh, that's pretty bad when you can't tell the end of the joke. Bad on me, I mean. Yes, that's the end of the joke.
Okay. Tell a man from
You
Har...
can always tell a man from Harvard,
Yes.
but you can't tell him much.
Necessities?
Today's luxuries, folks, are tomorrow's necessities.
Change the name.
What, dear?
Change the name.
Change?
The name.
Change the name?
Yes.
I guess that when businesses, they will go up to a certain point of being dishonest, and then at that point they change their name.
Making delusions.
And how do you spell that?
Okay. Decisions. D-E...
Oh, yes, the boss said to an employee, do you have trouble making decisions? And the employee says yes and no.
Ha. Back up to him. Back to his hometown.
Well, how do you spell it?
Back to his hometown.
Yes, a man went back to his hometown, and the first people he met didn't remember him, and the second people he met didn't even know he had left. Thomas Wolfe says you can't go home again.
I personally don't get that, but...
Well, it's just that he thought that it would be nice if he went back to his hometown and saw his old friends.
Mm-hmm.
But the first ones that he talked to didn't even remember him. And the second ones didn't even know that he'd gone away from home. It's just kind of a sad thing that's kind of amusing.
Oh.
Well, I would forget the whole thing, is what I would do.
Okay. Name before she has married. Name before she was married.
Somebody asked a professor, what was your mother's name before she was married? And the professor said, I had no mother before she was married.
Alright, that's the end of it.
That's good. Now you and Esther are going to go over to the museum?
Yes.
Good. And you're going to, I love the deer mice, but little deer mice, you come into the museum and you chew up everything and you get it dirty. So you'll have to find a winter home outside the museum, honey. You cannot come in the museum, it just doesn't work. So we're going to put mothballs around and sweep up the mouse droppings. And then you're going to tell me what's in columns 3, 1, 2, 3, right?
Alright.
Okay. Well, goodbye, folks, for the time being.